Welcome back to the Cyber Pulse, where I break down the news that matters for cybersecurity vendors, go-to-market teams, and business pros. This week, RSA 2025 is in full swing, and we've got a great resource to help you explore the vendors without leaving your desk. Plus, we'll dig into what it really takes to build a resilient cyber workforce, smart post-sale strategies for SaaS companies, and why cybersecurity leaders are still struggling to connect with the C-suite. Let's get into it. We'll start as usual with this week's Market Watch. First up, Endor Labs just raised $93 million in Series B funding. I first spotted this thanks to Sarah Hartland over on LinkedIn. Always a go-to if you want to learn how to market smart in cybersecurity. She linked to the founder's breakdown on the raise, and is a must-read if you're in a space. So what's the story? Endor Labs started out securing open-source dependencies, but now they're tackling the Wild West of AI-generated code. Their platform integrates with tools like GitHub Copilot and Cursor, scanning AI-written code for security flaws, right as developers are writing it. This round was led by DFJ Growth, with backers like Salesforce Ventures, Lightspeed, Co2, and more. The funding will help expand their AppSec platform to cover everything from code generation to production. This raise signals where AppSec is going. If your product touches code, AI, or developer workflows, you should be watching this move closely. Links are in the description if you want to check out Sarah's post and the article. Next, Sentra just raised $50 million in Series B funding. Sentra helps companies find, classify, and protect sensitive data across cloud environments. It is like data security that follows your information wherever it goes, no matter the platform. This round was led by Standard Investments, with support from Munich Re Ventures, and a few other big names. Sentra says the new funding will help them grow their go-to-market team and push deeper into multi-cloud security. With cloud sprawl and shadow data growing fast, solutions like Sentra's are in high demand. Next, Chainguard just closed a massive $356 million Series D. Chainguard focuses on securing the software supply chain. They help companies lock down the libraries, third-party code, and open-source components they use to build their apps. This round was led by Spark Capital, with Geodesic, Sequoia, and a few others joining in. It is a huge sign that software supply chain security is now a must-have, not a nice-to-have. Chainguard says the funding will help them scale their platform, make it easier to verify code origins, manage SBOMs, and secure build systems without slowing developers down. And that's it for your Market Watch this week. Let's move into the stories. More and more cybersecurity vendors are realizing something important. Growth isn't just about winning new customers anymore. It's about keeping them and helping them grow. That's the big takeaway from Forrester's latest insights at the B2B Summit. They're making it clear. Customer expansion, loyalty, and advocacy are the real levers for sustainable growth today. Post-sale strategy isn't just a handoff to customer success. It needs to be a true part of your full go-to-market engine. That means marketing, sales, and customer success teams working together way past the closed deal. It's about helping customers succeed, not just pushing the next sale. Things like onboarding, education, account health, and even the tone of your marketing emails, they all matter. Everything you do post-sale should reinforce the value you promised up front. Forrester also stresses the importance of mapping the customer's journey, not just your sales funnel. Understand their goals, their blockers, their definition of success. Build your strategy around that. If you're a cybersecurity vendor, this hits even harder. Your customers are under pressure. If you're not helping them win, they'll find someone who will. There's a lot more depth in Forrester's article, so I highly recommend checking it out. Link is in the description. Companies aren't just struggling to hire cybersecurity talent anymore. They're realizing they need to build cyber teams that can actually take a hit, adapt, bounce back, and keep moving even when things go wrong. That's the main point of a new piece from Dark Reading on building a more resilient cyber workforce. It's not enough just to stack technical skills anymore. Companies need to hire and train people who can handle pressure, work through uncertainty, and collaborate under stress. Real-world cyber attacks aren't clean or predictable, and neither are the solutions. The article points out that investing in emotional intelligence, critical thinking, and decision-making under pressure is becoming just as important as technical certs. It's about building teams that can stay focused when the alarms are blaring. Also, leaders need to rethink how they build and support teams. Resilience has to be a team sport. Things like open communication, clear escalation paths, and strong peer support systems make a massive difference when the pressure is on. This is a big mind shift for cybersecurity hiring and leadership. And for vendors, it matters too. If you're selling security solutions, think about how your tools help teams respond, not just detect. There's a lot more in the full article, so check out the link in the description if you want to learn more. Let's talk about RSA 2025 and a smart preview from one of cybersecurity's sharpest voices, Richard Stiennon, founder of IT-Harvest. In a recent post, Stiennon pointed out that about 382 vendors will be exhibiting at RSA this year. That's about 10% of the 3,800 cybersecurity companies active worldwide. The market's still crowded, but it also shows signs of real consolidation. As expected, AI is going to be everywhere, but Stiennon warns most vendors aren't using AI in a meaningful way. It's mostly just marketing buzz right now. One real trend to watch is security services. Businesses are looking for partners who can deliver outcomes, not just sell them another tool. If you're not attending RSA in person, Stiennon's team at IT-Harvest put together a super helpful resource, a Google Sheet with links to every exhibitor's website. It's a great way to check out the vendors without leaving your desk. I'll drop a link in the description. Big thanks to Richard for making it easy to keep a pulse on the market today. A new study from EY just dropped, and it's a wake-up call for cybersecurity vendors and teams alike. The research shows a big disconnect between cybersecurity leaders and the rest of the executive team. CISOs think they're communicating risk clearly, but many CEOs, CFOs, and board members say they still don't fully understand cyber risks or how they tie to business outcomes. EY's study found that only 23% of execs feel very confident their cybersecurity function is fully meeting business needs. That's not great. One of the biggest gaps is CISO's focus on technical metrics, like number of vulnerabilities patched or attacks blocked, while business leaders want to hear about impacts, revenue protection, brand trust, operational resilience. EY's advice is cybersecurity teams need to frame their work in business language. Shift from "here's what we did" to "here's the risk we reduced." Focus on outcomes, not just activities. For vendors, this is your reminder too. When you're talking to the C-suite, it's not about features. It's about how you help them stay in business. Link to the full report is in the description if you want to learn more. That's it for this episode of the Cyber Pulse. If you got value from this, hit like and subscribe to help my channel grow. Join the community at bootstrapcyber.com. It's where smart, scrappy cyber business pros go to stay ahead and stay sharp. Now, it's time to get back to business. Until then, keep hacking your success.